Hey, this is Mrs. Gervasio here with Monday's homework. Okay, be sure to watch and re-watch the tutorial, pause for the practice problems, and of course come back and check and see how you did. Complete the homework at the end of the tutorial, and of course show all of your work. We are going to quickly review perimeter and area. So perimeter is the distance around an object, and we need to remember that when we look at the word perimeter, we see the rim, which is the outer edge of something, and then the T will help us remember that we need to add. Okay, and when we look at area, we need to remember, or a little reminder will be when we look at the A, we think of the multiplication sign, and then we really don't think area, we actually think squarea, because the area is broken up into square units. And when we find area, we need to make sure that we are multiplying, and we multiply length times width. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a practice problem. The base of a parallelogram is 42 centimeters and its height is 19 centimeters. What is the area of the parallelogram? Well, the first thing you want to do is draw a picture. And here we have the base is 42 centimeters and the height is 19 centimeters. And so when we are finding the area, we need to find the length times width. So we are going to say 42 times 19. Go ahead and do that and pause me and then come on back and check your work. Okay, so you should have paused me and arrow back to check your work to see what you did. So I set up the problem 42 times 19, and you can multiply this using any of the multiplication strategies. I am using the OMC, OMA method. And the first thing I'm doing is looking in the ones column. And after I do that, I put a check mark beside the O. And the M stands for multiply. The next thing I do is say 9 times 2, which is 18. This is what 18 looks like. I regroup the 1 and I drop the 8. I continue multiplying and say 9 times 4 is 36, but don't forget the 1 on top. So I have to add that, so that is 37. Then I put a check mark beside the M, and the C stands for cross it off because I used it, and I put a check mark over there beside the C. The O is I'll hold your place, Mommy, and check mark beside the O because I did that, and the M stands for multiply, the tens place. So I am multiplying 1 times 2, which is 2. And then I go up the 1 times 4, which is 4. Now, I'm not finished with the multiplication part because I actually need to circle my bow tie. If my bow tie is complete, that means that my multiplication job is done, and it is, so check. And then the next thing I need to do is add. And our answer is 798. Hopefully you got that right. If you didn't, you need to go back and check and see what you did wrong. Put a little check mark there, and you are finished with your first practice problem. Let's go ahead and take another look at one more practice problem. Here we have the side of a square is 14 feet. What is the area of the square? So the first thing you do is draw a picture. And here we have a square, and each side is 14 feet. So if one side is 14 feet, a square has all 4 sides are equal. So I will make all four sides 14 feet. And we need to find the area, so it would be length times width, which is 14 times 14. So go ahead and pause me and multiply 14 times 14, and then come on back and check your work. Okay, so you should have paused me and come back, and now you're checking your work. So the first thing you do is look in the ones column, and I've done that, so check. And the next thing you do is the M stands for multiply. So you say 4 times 4, which is 16. You carry the 1 and drop the 6. And then you say 4 times 1 is 4, plus the 1 is 5. Don't forget to add that 1, and then check because you multiplied the ones column. Then the C stands for cross it off because you used it. You cross off the 4, you cross off that 1 on the top, and check. Then the O is I'll hold your place, Mommy, check. And then you multiply by the tens column. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1, and you're not finished with that multiplying by tens column because you need to check your bow tie. If your bow tie is complete, that means that you are finished multiplying, and our bow tie is complete, so we are finished multiplying, so we can put a check. And then of course the A stands for adding. And here we have 196 is our answer, and you put a check mark by the A. Good job. Okay, and here is the part of the homework that you need to actually bring into class tomorrow. Oh, that's okay. It's not very many problems at all. Andy brought a computer. The length of the computer was 32 inches and width is 14 inches. Find the area of the computer. Go ahead and work that out and then bring it in tomorrow. You have one more problem. Toby has a suitcase. The suitcase's length is 22 inches and the width is 18 inches. Find the area of the suitcase. And there you have it. There was your homework for tonight. Any problems, make sure to talk to me tomorrow. All right? That's it. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.